he runs the Penstagram for the coven, and he's really a good community manager. So he's like,
He's the community.
Emperor, they're roasting you with the quote retweets.
I told you, Hunter, block them and move on. Don't pay them any attention.
But Emperor, we have the facilities. We can dox them.
We do not use doxing magic. The social media boiling isles AU that we've created with the doxing coven, and everyone it will be such a great metaphor for society being on their phones too much. It'll be so deep, dude. People, I'm getting chills just thinking about it.
The clickbait coven.
The clickbait coven.
Okay, let's begin. Right, that was a surprise episode, I have to say.
Ida's voice actress is amazing. I mean,
I know.
both of them, but like her little voice actress. Oh my god.
Do you know who that was? Because was it Ida, like, voice pitched again, or was that Michaela Dietz or something?
It was definitely someone else. I don't know. I thought I recognized it for a second, but then I lost it.
I can try and look in the credits.
She really does sound a bit like Amethyst.
Oh yeah.
No, it's not that. Like, if it was Anne with this voice actor, it would be immediately recognizable.
She has like the same sort of raspiness though, but it definitely.
Yeah, well, that's just it. Like, her voice sounds so much like I can easily imagine it becoming, you know, what old lady Ida voice is like. And she did the like snort laugh thing too.
Yeah, it was cute.
Natalie Polymades as teen Ida.
Has she done anything else we might recognize as cartoon fans?
That's Natalie Portman, not
Natalie Portman.
She's in Duncanville.
Powerpuff Girls reboot, of course.
Oh, she's female jogger in Central Park.
Very famous character.
She's Fool
Central
Duke
Park representation.
In Star vs. the Forces of Evil.
Who in Star?
Fool Duke.
Oh, I remember Fool Duke.
I don't.
Okay, that's someone. That's someone I recognize.
Anyway,
this was a good episode.
Yeah, it was good. It was an adorable episode.
Okay, so recap of the episode, because there was a lot in that episode. So let's just go over what happened. So it was Luz was looking at Philip's notes and noticed that there are unfinished glyphs in the margins, which means that at any time from now she can potentially invent a new glyph out of the blue. That was one plot device that's been put into play. Secondly, she was feeling really sad, and even Ida trying to cheer her up didn't work at first. I feel really bad for Luz when she was just lying on the floor thinking about her mother. And then Ida's like, yeah, I know what will cheer her up, a flashback about that time I met my ex. What do you think of the start of the episode? Any thoughts before we go into the meat of it?
I don't know, there wasn't a lot there to dissect.
Yeah, I mean, it's cute seeing Luz trying, like you said, Luz having that little, like, sad reaction about her mom. Like, you know, it's weird to say that it's great to keep seeing that, but, like, it's great to keep seeing that. Like, they haven't. But
yeah, picking up from the last episode, I guess we can assume this is not long after that. Yeah. She's still feeling it.
Yeah, parental angst. And then...
And that glyph she created was totally, like, an abomination glyph, right?
I don't know, it wasn't purple.
Yeah, but it was the same otherwise.
It's only a matter of time before she starts creating abomination glyphs anyway. Like, we've got plants, we got light, we've got ice, we haven't got sound. Has Luz done any bard magic yet? I don't think so.
Yeah, no, I don't think so.
No. That would be weird. How do you make a glyph into sound? I guess you just tap it and then it makes a sound.
King's done bard magic by screaming.
Yeah.
What if bard magic works differently to other forms of magic, so Luz can do it even without the glyphs?
Well, okay, each glyph, there's like a glyph combination for different notes. So like, bard glyph magic works like note blocks in Minecraft.
Oh.
Genius.
You have to set up a whole bunch of them to make it actually sound like music.
I liked Ida and Lilith studying together, and Ida just clearly being way better at it. It's consistent.
Yeah, she's got natural talent.
Ida's such a chaos gremlin. I love her so much in this episode, I swear. Just like the idea of her not really following the rules at all, but also being the best witch. Not because she's just naturally talented, but because she just loves magic so much and loves experimenting with it so much that she just teaches herself everything. And because Lilith is a stickler for the rules and doesn't push herself the same way and doesn't push things the same way, she's not reaching her potential here. And you can see them like falling apart at the end of the episode, because Ida's entire motivation in the episode is to stay in Hexside so she can stay with her sister. But even though she managed to stay in Hexside, Lilith is growing distant from her because Lilith is trying to catch up with her and taking extra study sessions as a result, and just they're not as close as Ida would like to be.
Yeah.
And I found that really sad.
Yeah.
Well, by that analysis of Lilith never reaching her full potential because of, following the rules, do you think she, still hasn't to this day? Because she only recently stopped following the rules.
I'd say she still hasn't. Like, she got as far as she could while following the rules, right? But
That's true, she did, yeah.
she
It
hit
was
a wall.
pretty high ranking.
She hit a wall in the Emperor's Cove, and she wasn't going to get she wasn't going to get as good as Ida while continuing the path that she was following. That's what I think. So now that Lilith is free, she's going to learn more. And as you saw with the glyph magic that the Emperor's Coven obviously never did, that's something that she's better than Ida at, easily. So she's better than Luz at glyph magic. She figured out how the language works. So we've already found a talent for Lilith that the other characters don't have.
That's cool. Also, do you think Lilith also has a harpy form? Because in the season 1 finale, didn't they, split the curse between each other? Wasn't that... Am I remembering that wrong?
If you remember the episode where we had Ida's mother showing up, do you remember that?
Yeah.
And both Ida and Lilith got possessed by the Owl Beast.
Yeah.
Ida
So that's definitely what happened.
So Ida was able to control and hold back the Owl Beast, but Lilith was not.
But that's
is
because
still
Lilith
too
has so
scared.
much less experience with it, whereas Ida's been living with it for years.
Yeah, exactly. But Ida has all of this experience with the Owl Beast. She's lived with it forever. She's managed to control it occasionally. But Lilith, on the other hand, while she has Ida there to support her, she's still really scared of being infected. I think it's going to take a lot of work for Lilith to control the Owl Beast, and I wouldn't be surprised if we never really get to see her do it. They could have it happen out of the blue. Next time we see Lilith, it could be, Owl Beast, Harpy, Lilith now.
I feel like it could be a, big, finale moment thing. She comes in to save the day with a new form. That'd be cool. I'd buy that.
Yeah. Or it could go the other way. Lilith could get overrun by the Owl Beast because she's just so scared of it, and then Ida has to bring her out of it. That's a possibility as well. I prefer that, to be honest, because that would be a more compelling story for me than Lilith just controlling it straight away.
What else we got? This episode was so good, but I'm struggling to think of a specific thing to mention.
Darius is friends with Amity's parents. Cool.
Oh fuck yeah! I nearly forgot. Yeah, that was cool. Did we see them interact in the more recent episodes, or did they never speak to each other yet?
They haven't talked, I don't think.
I don't think they have, but they're both abomination based, so it it adds up.
Darius probably thinks that the other two are weak sauce or something. I don't know. It would be interesting to see.
There's that freak demon principal. I wonder what happened to him eventually. My favorite part was in his office when there was a portrait of him and there were two smaller portraits that showed the end of his horns.
Yeah,
that was cute.
Also, I wanted to mention too, just because there's definitely a ton of details in this episode. You could probably see that portrait of him in a previous episode or something, but also specifically when he was holding Ida's files, he scratched one of her files, and I'm certain that they must have kept that in season 1 when we also saw her file.
Oh, you're probably right.
This was showing the origin of like a random scratch that nobody would have thought was a thing that would be explained, but
That is so...
I would assume it was anyways.
If that's true, if that's correct, then that is absolutely brilliant. My god. I like the twist. I like what we learned about the other school. Isn't Hexite supposed to be one of the best schools, or is it not one of the best schools? I don't
know. It was like the only school I thought at one point, but that's clearly
No, we learned that in the sports episode. They were against the other school. What was the other one called? I don't know, it doesn't matter. But
there's at least 2 other schools.
Reigns was like epiderm something, like
yeah, that was
like
just
that's a
they
flesh
just
one.
said epiderm.
Yeah.
What about Matt Folomule's school?
oh yeah, he was transferred from somewhere, right? There's definitely multiple schools.
No, I was just remembering how Luz it was being like. Luz was like, I have to get into this school. It's the only one, but I guess just because it's in town. It's in the town she lives in. So if she wants to
Rain
go to
needed a
school,
scholarship for the other one too. So like Hexide might just be.
That's true.
Easy to go
I
to.
thought that Rain was talking about like college when they said that, but it's just private school, I guess. I don't know. Does which college exist?
I don't know.
No, I guess not, because they just
We have
go,
no
just go straight
confirmation.
into Covens.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straight into the Covens. So, how is Hexite still open at that stage? If the principal's just like getting rid of all of his talented students, how does he ever bring home any ribbons? Like, that's not a place that harbours talent.
I mean, that's the thing. It was basically like in danger of all falling apart. That's what Bump was there for.
It's not like Bump made it much better, though, is it? I mean, it's marginally better in the present day. Or maybe because it's post... this is like a pre-Emperor school, isn't it? Oh, wait, no. Is this before or after the Emperor?
No,
this is
it's
after the Emperor, so Ida did go to school whilst the Emperor was in charge. Okay.
Yeah, definitely.
Right, okay, then. God, I want to see what it was like before the Emperor. Like, just 50 years ago. I don't mean 200 years ago, I mean 50 years ago. I want to see what it was like back then and how the Emperor.
I mean, we
took
did
over.
in the time travel episode a
No,
little
we
bit.
didn't. We saw that was like 200 years ago. I want to see what it was like during the transition.
Dinosaurs. Oh wait, we saw dinosaurs.
Terra Snapdragon was just so enthusiastic about child
Yeah,
murder.
she's really fun.
Oh,
I love the maze thing, like the spin on the classic game. I actually played that game in camp. It was less violent, but
I thought Terra Snapdragon would be like, she'd be set up to be scary and then she wouldn't be anything. But we got plenty from her this episode. I love how she's like a I don't want to say almost like a Shadow Weaver like character, like this one here has a lot of potential, so you better keep going to school, and then in 30 years time I'll have you as my little puppet when you join the Emperor's Coven.
Yeah.
That sort of character. But I don't know if I want to go into that just yet, but I loved her, and I loved that Ida and Rain like immediately hit it off and were like, yeah, screw everything, we're burning this place to the ground. Like,
they made a fancy handshake in like 10 minutes.
Literally.
Yeah.
It reminded me of Stephen and Connie. You know what I mean by that, right? You know exactly why it reminds me of Stephen and Connie, right?
Because they fuse.
Yeah, because they fuse. No, it's just that sort of friendliness, natural friendliness, and the whole sharing a juice box thing, just being kids.
Oh, yeah, like Ida Appleblood backstory that
Yep,
we always wanted.
Yeah, we were really on the edge of our seats for that one.
I'm being so nitpicky, but like I was like, oh, that's so cute. This like apple blood. It's a little nod to maybe how she liked it, and then she was like, apple blood. I have never had this before, and I now like it. I'm like, no, why'd you have to say that?
We've got to expect this from
That's
the
cute.
show at this point. It
I
has
know.
Great
like
minds think alike.
it has like the subtlety of a hammer. Oh, something happened earlier in the episode. I'm trying to remember what it was now, but something messed up happened and we all laughed at it. Can you remember?
Ida melting. Cake melted.
Oh,
Oh.
no. The jelly in the room. The
That's-
jelly in the detention room.
Oh
yeah,
yeah,
the
the
pit.
birthday.
That's right. Like, like Ida gave the detention pit a birthday present, and apparently,
He liked it.
apparently he liked it. Yeah, I didn't know that the detention pit had feelings.
Ida
Thoughts and feelings?
befriended the detention pit.
Eat a fake dying to that slime is horrifying. And then the slime said not again. I'm like, what? This place is so chaotic.
We need more of that slime guy. That's my request from this episode.
They were so cute. They were so happy to trust.
Well, in previous Hexside episodes, like, the school environment is very chaotic. Like Principal Bump encourages, student fights and stuff like that. but I guess, there's also some degree of laws protecting children from being murdered,
Yes.
as we learned in this episode.
Yeah.
They've at least got those guards that smell out troublemakers. If you remember them.
Yeah.
It's like weird to. I don't know if I should be going to the end scene yet, but like there's something I really want to mention. For me.
Let's do it. Let's talk about that.
I was very ready to roll my eyes. Where Rain's just sitting there, and she's like, "Drink your tea." They're like, "Wow, the tea. Like, I sure wish these headaches would stop." I'm like, "Oh my god, it's so obvious." But then they have what is it? They subverted my and then they did as soon as
Yes, with the thing they introduced earlier in the episode, they're changing the chemical composition.
as soon as they whistled when they drank it, I'm like, "Oh hell yeah!" It's actually that's awesome. I'm really happy about that because if it really was just mind control juice that they didn't notice, I was gonna be like, "Are you serious?"
Now that we know that Ray was only pretending to be drugged, what were they talking about with the tiny abomination? Whose abomination guy is that?
Maybe Darius.
Oh my god, is Darius
That's what I
plotting a
thought right away,
revolution?
too. I don't know.
Could be.
We don't
I mean,
know.
he seemed reasonable in the other episode, right?
Yeah, I mean, reasonable
Nick,
enough.
go get it back up. What does the piece of paper say? Go get it back up.
Well, I sent it in the chat, too.
Oh, you've already done it. Let me have a look. Oh, it's in there. The draining spell. Channels power through 9 powerful witches and drains through sigils. Spell center. Door is helping. No, door is being moved. Oh, okay.
I think it
They're
says-
changing the door.
I think it says doors below, or
No,
maybe it is.
Door
No, it's
is, door is being moved.
Okay.
Okay, so...
Okay. Are they draining They're draining magic from the Titan to power the door, then, I'm guessing. Because it's powered by Titan blood anyway, so... Yeah, that makes sense, I think.
The heart of Etheria, I mean the Titan. But yeah, it seems to be draining through them, so it will probably kill them.
Hell yeah!
They're going to die. The 9 powerful witches are going to die.
It's gonna be the day of equality because everyone will be dead.
And Hunter will probably be among them.
What, really?
Yes.
Wait, no, well, Hunter's not a powerful witch. What am I talking about? Oh, Hunter might be in the spell center.
You think so?
Yeah, Hunter's needed for the... That's why the Emperor wanted him to stay safe, you remember?
Yeah.
Yeah, the Emperor needs him for something. I don't know that it's this. This is,
The
like,
Emperor needs
I
him
don't know.
to
You could be right.
what do they do? Pentagram? Is that what that's called?
Pentagram.
He runs the Pentagram for the Coven, and he's really a good community manager. So he's like,
He's the community.
But it's just
was
that last
the-
episode he was texting and he texted the wrong person on accident. You want that guy to be your community manager?
He's on his phone too much. It happens to everybody. It's fine.
yeah, he's engaging with his
Em-
audience.
Emperor, they're roasting you with the quote retweets.
No, wait. Principal Bump is voiced by a man called Bumper Robinson.
Oh my god, that's cute. I told you, Hunter, block them and move on. Don't pay them any attention.
Oh my god, Chan, that accent.
But Emperor, we have the facilities. We can dox them.
We do not use doxing magic. Now leave.
Right, okay,
Okay,
there was-
but the plan's not going to work because at least Rain and we suspect Darius are like they're needed. They need the 9 Coven heads for this, right? And if they're going to subvert the plan somehow.
Why do you think Ida's the key to stopping this, other than just being cool?
I mean,
Well,
her
that's
curse.
it.
She's really
That's
good
it.
at it.
I think
I
her
heard
curse somehow.
3 things at the same time.
Oh wait, no.
What is the answer?
Rain lying to Ida, like breaking Ida's heart, just to protect her.
I know that hurts.
I know, sad. But very good acting, like tricked me, definitely. And also it's better that Rain hasn't actually been tricked. I prefer that to the alternative. I was getting spoiled.
Yeah, it was weird. Like, when they showed in the other episode, I was like, Rain seems too smart to let this happen, I guess. Especially
Yeah.
something as simple as, like, drink your tea, love, and then they're like, okay. Like,
Yeah.
it's just, I'm like, what are you doing?
Because I mean, if they did go through with having them be like actually brainwashed, like it would have just kind of gone in a very predictable direction. Like they would have eventually broken it. You know, like it wouldn't have really done anything you haven't seen before.
Yeah.
Oh, and finally, before like we move on to the ratings or anything, I liked that fight scene in the bushes.
Oh, yeah. I know the one you're talking about.
Yeah, the one where like Ida just like saw an abomination, right, and turned it into stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was epic.
Abomination magic is so wild. I've seen it turn into a skateboard, a balloon, and stairs. I don't know.
That was Ida using abomination magic, right? Like she just overpowered whoever created it and just to change its shape how she wanted.
Probably,
Yeah, so-
right?
Abomination magic OP, bard magic can change the properties of molecules.
So both OP? Like those are that's like the meta to be a bard or
I'm just saying, if you push that to its furthest extent, you can make people dissolve into dust with bard
I like
magic.
that goo man.
Like
So-
the goo man. That slime man used to be a normal person, but then like a bard.
He went to a concert. He went to the wrong concert. And he turned into a human.
Yeah, we need to do a balance pass on these covens. Bards are crazy overpowered.
Emperor Bellis, they keep telling us to nerf bard magic. If we nerf bard magic, we gotta nerf the Emperor's Coven too.
I think I forgot to mention this last week, but there's that cute scene at the end. I think it was a flower. They let the flower off into the sky to try to find, find its way to my mom. But it was just like an abomination balloon, and I'm like, I love how far they try to push. Like, how are we gonna get this object? They're like, just make it abomination colored. Like, make an abomination balloon. Make a skateboard. All right. That sounds fun. Reminds me of Adventure Time. Just like what can they push with certain things?
I love that. I love that so much.
Wait, I do have one. Nick has one more because we didn't really.
You doxed yourself. We said we don't do dox magic in this house.
Do it.
We all said different things when asked why is Ida needed, but I think going off of what we have said, I think Chan came up with it before about the collector being like a curse collector or something. I feel like
Oh, no,
Ida-
yeah,
That
I
wasn't
said
me.
that was me.
That wasn't
Okay,
me.
it was Tulip.
I was like so ready to be like, oh yeah, I'm so cool and insightful.
Well, Chan, you haven't contributed anything.
I understand.
No, Chen does haikus. We need him.
Yeah,
Oh,
true.
no. Okay.
But I think Ida is needed in this, or can stop it or whatever because of her curse. Because also the fact that they need the eclipse ties into like the collector's logo or whatever. Like
Yeah,
we don't really know
true.
what that is, but they definitely just like had an eclipse face or whatever. So there you go. We're going somewhere.
That Darius or whoever sent that little abomination wants the collector to collect Ida's curse so that she can use magic again, and then she's the most powerful wild mage, and she can use that to stop the Emperor.
What? Where did this theory come from?
I'll roll with that.
that's Crown's theory.
That's just how are you connecting the thing that I said in the other episode about collecting curses to this?
Well, just
other
the
than
fact-
eclipse?
just the
because
fact-
the eclipse, yeah, that's something I didn't notice, but
Yeah, just the fact that, I mean, I don't have a direct thing. I'm just saying, like, the collector has, like, an Eclipse logo. They maybe have something to do with curses. Ida's cursed. Ida's needed to stop this. So something about the curse that she has is what can be key to fixing whatever's going on.
But if that is what they're doing, it probably won't work unless Ida and Lilith are both there because they split the curse.
True.
You know, thinking about this episode with the context of Lilith eventually cursing Ida is really heartbreaking, honestly. Right? Didn't Lilith do that, like, specifically because Ida was just, like, too good? Right? Like, it's been a while and I've sort of blocked it out of my brain.
Because there was only one space left and she wanted to get in, yeah.
How sad.
Do you think if she hadn't done that, their roles would be reversed?
Ida would have cursed Lilith?
No, I mean, there would be no curse, but, like, other than that, would Lilith have not gotten into the Emperor's Coven and then, like, have become a recluse in a house? And her dad's old tower, apparently?
Didn't we see Ida, like, didn't Ida, like, not want to be in, like, didn't she step down for Lilith, but then Lilith was like, oh no, I already cursed you, essentially?
Oh, yeah, right.
Or am I remembering that wrong?
AU cancelled.
Oh,
Yeah,
well,
AU
we can still have it. We can make any AU we want.
Yeah, if you ignore details because I just forgot about them.
Like the social media boiling isles AU that we've created with the doxing coven, and everyone it will be such a great metaphor for society being on their phones too much. It'll be so deep, dude. People, I'm getting chills just thinking about it.
The clickbait coven.
The clickbait coven. Wait, what other covens are there? What's that guy you like, Pibby? The Pibby coven?
Yeah, the Pibby coven.
I don't even know who that is, but I keep seeing them on thumbnails, so they're... Yeah, alright, sorry. I gotta stop this before it gets out of control. What are your ratings?
I feel like... Okay, I'm gonna say 9, and I feel like it was bumped up at least a whole point by the scene at the end with Rain.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
I also want to say 9, so I do.
I'll say 8. I'll go a little below. But I mean, it's just an adorable episode throughout. It has a cool twist. Nothing really wrong. I kind of found it like slightly boring, but like maybe that's just me not liking magic too much or whatever, but it was
maybe
still
it's just us, being fatigued of Hexside episodes.
Yeah, that too probably.
Weirdly enough, I get it.
I'd say this is like the best Hexside episode so far.
Yeah,
other than the
probably.
mountain one, I really like the mountain one from the first season when Ida, Luz, etc. are training. But I will have to agree with Nick. I'm thinking of giving it higher than 8, but I just can't. I just can't because it's really good, but it's missing that extra something that would push it up to those highest numbers.
I have an announcement.
Yeah, that's fair.
8.5. That's my
Change your
announcement.
rating.
Because I said 9, and I was like, but I also agree with Nick because, like, I don't know, it was really good, but like it wasn't so spectacular that I want to give it that high of a score.
Oh man, you're tempting me to do the same. Should I?
It doesn't. Yeah, you should.
Yeah, I should. 8.5.
Yeah.
Ooh.
All right, we lowered our ratings.
But they're still good ratings, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah, this is a great episode. Like,
Really good rating.
It was a great episode. It was a lot of fun. I know I already said it, but like the voice acting in this episode was so stellar. I really, really liked it. So good job to those voice actors. If you're hearing me now.
Yeah, good job, Bumper
job.
Robinson.
Yeah, good job. All right, a haiku. Oh wow, Rain. Wait, what's their last name?
Whispers.
I was gonna say Rain Wilson. I think that's the guy. Do you know who that is? That's a celebrity, right?
oh no, I don't know.
Isn't that the guy who plays Dwight on The Office? Okay. Oh wow, Rain whispers. You are so. I love the way you change drink. I want apple blood. That was the worst one I've ever done.
You changed drink.
I love the way you change drink. And with that, we're done.
No.
No, I said I want apple blood.
Okay, I didn't hear you say that.
Okay,
Sorry.
complete the haiku.
Yeah, say it all as one.
Oh wow, Rain whispers. What was the second line? I already forgot it. Oh wow,
like
Rain
the way
whispers.
You changed drink.
Oh yeah, okay. Oh wow, Rain whispers. I like the way you change drink. I want apple blood.
Oh my
Perfect.
god.
I like the way you change drink. Alright, bye.
If you enjoyed this video and want to see more, please hit the like button so more viewers like you can find this video. Please consider subscribing to my channel with notifications on to see my future content, and follow me on other sites like TikTok and Twitter for special exclusives. Thank you very much for watching. Please stay tuned for more.